424, turn right heading 280.
Right turn 280, Springs 424. On the heading there. Let's go. Tower Freak is going to be for 30 is 27.2. Let's put that in the standby. So we're at flaps 280 knots.
424, turn right heading 290, the airport 12 o'clock, 10 miles. Report when you have in sight.
290 on the heading. We're intermittent with clouds here. Can we get an approach clearance? We can do it from there, I think.
Can you get an approach clearance where you're expecting a visual approach? I can get you down to 2,300. Spirit Wings 424, descend and maintain 2,700. Airport 12 o'clock and 9 miles.
Roger, I understand we're expecting a visual, but when we're in the clouds, I can't accept a visual approach clearance, so I was asking for an ILS clearance, but we'll descend 2,700 feet. We just broke out of the layer now. Cleared ILS 30, Spirit Wings 424.
424. You can't clear yourself for a visual approach. I can do that for you, however. And just keep in mind, when I'm putting you on a vector for a visual approach, especially this close to a runway, getting you on an instrument approach that quickly a lot of times is unable because you're already at the final approach fix, which I can't put you on an approach to the final approach fix. You are cleared visual approach runway 30. In contact Oakland Tower 127.2.
All right, 27.2 over to Tower Springs 424. $280 knots.
424, turn right heading 290, the airport 12 o'clock, 10 miles. Report when you have in sight.
290 on the heading. We're intermittent with clouds here. Can we get an approach clearance? We can do it from there, I think.
Can you get an approach clearance where you're expecting a visual approach? I can get you down to 2,300. Spirit Wings 424, descend and maintain 2,700. Airport 12 o'clock and 9 miles.
Roger, I understand we're expecting a visual, but when we're in the clouds, I can't accept a visual approach clearance, so I was asking for an ILS clearance, but we'll descend 2,700 feet. We just broke out of the layer now. Cleared ILS 30, Spirit Wings 424.
Spirit Wings 424, you can't clear yourself for a visual approach. I can do that for you, however. And just keep in mind, when I'm putting you on a vector for a visual approach, especially this close to a runway, getting you on an instrument approach that quickly a lot of times is unable because you're already at the final approach fix, which I can't put you on an approach to the final approach fix. You are cleared visual approach runway 30. In contact Oakland Tower 127.2.
All right, 27.2 over to Tower Springs 424. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. I know it's a little bit silly to have a case study like this when nothing went wrong. There was no violation of airspace or pilot deviation, anything like that. But I just wanted to get this out there to remind us as pilots and controllers that professionalism needs to be maintained at all times. There's no reason for a spat back and forth near final approach fix about whether the aircraft can get on an approach or not. Now, I wasn't trying to throw the controller for a loop or anything like that by asking for an ILS to get down below the cloud deck. It is something that I have just done hundreds of times in years of experience in flying airliners around the country in real life. So I wasn't trying to throw the controller for a loop or make it difficult on him. I just thought, hey, Xplane right now is rendering clouds below the ceiling that I need for a visual approach. I can't see the runway. Maybe he can just give me an approach clearance, which will allow me to descend to the final approach fix altitude, and then I can get visual with the runway from there. Either way, though, the problem that I had with this experience was the attitude of the controller. Now, granted, I probably should have kept my mouth shut, but this has happened to me several times now on the Pilot Edge network, and I hear it all the time where guys are afraid to use Pilot Edge because they are afraid of being ashamed and belittled by controllers over the Pilot Edge network. And this is something that's unacceptable to me. As a professional aviator, I expect nothing but professionalism at all times from both pilots, whether they're on my crew or whether it's air traffic controllers that I'm speaking with. Now, I'm not perfect. I've had breakdowns in real life, and I probably have said things that I shouldn't have said, but we're all human. But the problem is I'm seeing a recurring instance of this happening on Pilot Edge. Even with other guys that are flying, and it's not my flight directly, I've heard the controllers belittle these pilots. And as simmers, we come to Xplane for probably one of two reasons. Either we want to have fun and a good immersive experience, or two, we're trying to get a little bit more proficient. Either or, in any one of those cases, there is no reason to be instructed or reprimanded with arrogance and hostility. I was an instructor for years. I know the best way to correct somebody's mistake is not using hostility and arrogance. So I hope the folks at Pilot Edge can kind of look at this video and maybe, I'm not trying to, this is not a personal attack on the air traffic controller. I don't know who the controller is personally. I'm sure he's a great guy. This is just something that I wanted to shed light on procedurally in the simulator, because to me, having this type of communication consistently on the Pilot Edge network is becoming unacceptable in my opinion. Anyways, let me know what you guys think below, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll catch you all on the next one.